Hello everybody and welcome back to the Crew SMP. Now there's been a lot of developments. I'm going to try not to highlight some people's bases purely for the fact of I don't want to show anything before they have a chance to show it off. Now, today we're going to be working on finishing up my animal farms, which are the above ground bits. I need to finish those and I also need to get all of my pathways done. Now, in the last episode, I need to actually stand up. I want to keep my head down because I don't want to reveal anything before anybody else has a chance to. Here we go. Okay, underground. I can raise my head here. Last episode, there's going to be a non-verbal bit where I show this off. You can see where the copper has aged. It has been going for a minute. And of course, the bee farm, it's doing its thing. It's definitely doing something here. There is so much in here. Oh, there's another honey bottle. But we are definitely getting a whole lot. Now, my first shop in this area, speaking of which, we do have a shopping district. It is right here. Right there is where our portal is going to be. But I'm not setting up that shop today. Today, I am focusing on trying to finish up my base, which is the animal farms over here. I'm going to try to keep myself angled this direction. But I'm going to try finishing up these animal farms, and then I will cut back in and show you guys what's going on when I get to it. Hey, I don't know what that was about. I kind of want this one to come back this way. Suppose we could go ahead and just do this and then have it feed directly into a wall that brings it back this way. What is happening? We don't have bushes. Is that really a me build? Gotta have plenty of those things. I kind of want the roots here. They actually can't get out when it's like that. But I prefer it back up. You know, I'm gonna do this, but you're not getting out. Stay back there. Okay, so most annoying thing out the way. Just the animal pens are now set up. I really need to set up a glow lichen farm. That sets up those two. Now, these two buildings were meant to be like some sort of original housing. Just like this one. It was meant to be like some sort of house that was just over here. That has since fallen down, completely collapsed, that sort of thing. That has now been transformed into an animal pen of sorts. I do want to take this water and bring it back down this way. I want it to actually feed into some actual like crop fields that are going to go on down here. So this water is definitely going to continue down this way. This path is going to come off this way. And then we're going to have another bit of path that goes off. Well, I'm going to have a bit of a path here, but there's going to be a tree over here. And then this is going to go off in this direction. There we go. Now this should give me plenty of area for my potatoes and my carrots. There's only one more crop I have to deal with, and that one's going to be beetroot. Not sure how I want to deal with that one, but I am not going to worry about it right now. I have some roots on me. I need to go drop off these wheat seeds. But I do need to go ahead and get some of the crop planted. Also, I don't think I've talked about it, but I do plan on building some custom trees for this area. And I figured out where I'm going to have my final base. I'm not moving out there yet. Far from it, actually. I'm going to be staying in the starter area for a pretty decent amount of time. Not only are my starter farms here, but a lot of the people aren't even planning on moving out. So, or at least as far as I know, aren't planning on moving out. Let me preface that. And so I want to be here for a while. I still have some other plans that I need to get done, like the bigger storage area, the meeting area. I want to hyper detail this area before I go anywhere. I also want to start my custom trees. Now, this is going to be the first time I'm talking about where I plan on my quote mega base is going to be, which is going to be all the way out. Yeah, out here. I'm going to be basing here. Specifically kind of starting in this little bit of a basin here, because this is where I want to build like my bigger storage area, and then slowly I'm going to transform this cherry biome, which brings me back to the custom trees I plan on making. I want to make custom cherry trees to kind of help bring a bit more color into this area, because right now it's just very green, white, and gray, which granted is great. I love this color palette, always have, but I do want more color. So I am working on some designs in creative in my own time, trying to figure out how exactly I want to build them. And the reason I'm doing that is I'm still going to freehand it once I get them in here, but I want to essentially know what I'm doing before I fully commit to putting something in the server. That being said, I have a lot of watching crops grow to deal with. This is the end of the voiced segment. We have done this little bit of area, which is great. And just like my last video, there is probably going to be some unvoiced segment after this of something I did basically off camera. Okay, it's been a day or so after the actual recording bit of the last video, or the last clip, should I say, because it's all gonna be the same video. But I've had some detail work going. I now have some things that, because this was meant to look like it's pumping water from something down below. So I put in these. This was actually a concept from my mother, More to Me for Life, same as one of those things back there, where she looked at it and she was just like, well, if it's supposed to be a pump, there should probably be some like smoke and stuff rising from the machines and stuff below. So I was like, that's a great idea. So these are now slowly aging off. I've done a bit more of the pathway. There is now also hidden lights within my pathways. You'll see them every now and again. There's just some shroom lights down below. I've done this before. It's just a more hidden light source that I don't have to worry about. These are now also aged off. The farms are completely filled. I even have a pitcher plant here. I want to get more of these, but I'm not going to breed up my sniffers right now. So I'm only going to have like, I think I only have 3 pitcher pods. I plan on asking around to the other people who have sniffers and seeing if I can get any more pitcher pods off of them and like pay them for them and stuff like that, but I'll handle that later. But now also all of the pumping stuff throughout the farms is also aged out too. So everything is good to go. Right now, while everything's going on, I'm gonna build a tree. I know, crazy. Last time I tried to build a custom tree, I never finished it. It's a whole thing. I have all the materials. I want to do custom cherry trees because I plan on settling inside of a cherry biome. And I've had the space cleared for a minute. I have the space over here clear. I want to throw in a custom cherry tree. If I can get up the black, there we go. I want to throw in just a custom cherry tree. Probably right about here is going to be the smaller one, so I'm probably going to start with this one. Because I want to throw in at least one, so when they start popping up around the base, it doesn't look too crazy to you guys. So I'm going to probably cut to a little bit of a time-lapse me. and let you guys see the fiasco that is me trying to build a custom tree. Oh boy. Wish me luck. I've only built one of these in creative. I'll probably flash the picture that I took of it up. But that was just to get a general concept going. This is actually going to be one done in survival without flying. Why I chose to do this to myself, I don't know, but it's going to have a great effect. It's going to look fantastic. It's just, can I get through building it? Okay. There is the base stump in place. And by base stump, I mean it's just the base chunk of it. All of these little bits right here, those two notches, are going to end up being branches going off to each side. And then there's going to be 2 more branches coming off the top of it. Where exactly they're going to be coming out from, I don't know. I'm just going to be doing like a classic 4 thing. Do not plan on the tree being this tall, but you know, we're going to work with it. Okay, and there's the reaching points of these branches. These are going to come out a few more blocks. It does tell me that I want to have a branch right there. And then probably another one about the same distance on the other side. Can probably flatten off the roof piece of this a little bit more. Also, something I should add, if you saw in my inventory, I do have diamond gear on. This is just basic diamond. There is no enchantments. Me and Honey went mining with a Fortune 3 pick. So I did end up getting quite a few diamonds. I think I walked away with a stack, and I already had, I think, about 13. So we both walked away with a stack, actually. So I now have plenty of diamonds. I'm waiting to hit level 30, like, just naturally. We have some people with mob grinders. I think Jones and V both do. So both sides of me have one. But I'm trying not to use a mob grinder to get my first level 30 enchant. That's just personal preference. Just my first level 30, I feel like I need to grind for it. So my first level 30 is going to be on a pickaxe. You're going to see it. It's taking me some time because I keep having to fix my tools and stuff, so that costs levels. But I am most definitely going to be showing off the level 30 whenever I get it. Whether it is a picture in a video of me, what I got from my first level 30, or it is actually in a video itself. Don't know quite yet, but that's what I'm working with. Now, to stop procrastinating, I need to get leaves on the tree. Branch is fluffed. So it is at the max volume for this branch. Now this is going to change, it is going to modify. There's going to be some pieces that are going to dip off, there's going to be some thinning of the leaves, that sort of thing. That took about almost 3 stacks of leaves just to do that. Well, I mean, the branch itself is massive, so that makes sense, but essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to run around, I'm going to thin some of the leaves out. So especially around the main branch portion, is I'm going to take some of the leaves out and then put a few more, like, just dangling down. Because I don't want a whole lot of leaves on the tree itself. Oh my gosh, okay. Framework of that branch in. Slowly but surely, we are getting a ginormous cherry tree in place. Why did I do this to myself? I am wholeheartedly in like an hour and a half in, I think. I don't want to pull up my recording software to look at it. I don't want to know how far I am into this. But gosh, if the effect ain't good. I love the look of custom trees because you can make them kind of fit wherever you really need them to. I do need to throw in some concrete powder. I'm probably actually gonna have to grow up a few more cherry trees in order to get up enough leaves in order to finish this. But I'm gonna real quick run around and see if I can collect a few more leaves just from the random branches I already have. Okay, I need to quickly grab some more food because I have one fish left. And then I need to, like, get rid of some of the extra stuff that's in my inventory and quickly grab some more cherry leaves because I have next to none, and it's going to take me at least 3 stacks to get that branch in place. At the very least 3 stacks. Okay, the underneath of the tree still looks bad, but from the map view it looks much better. I did a bit of extra fluffing on this side, you can see it from down here. Because it looked like just a random X without that extra fluff. I'm going to end up trailing down some more leaves to make it blend. But I need to grow another tree real quick because I do not have enough leaves for this. Okay. First attempt at a custom tree. And I do call this an attempt. I don't know quite how I feel about it just yet. There's a skeleton in it. I need to get more lanterns. Hold on, let me figure out where I need a lantern up there because that's not going to be okay. There we go. And that should light up the tree and keep things from spawning up here. Should. I don't hold out hope. I may end up having a creeper spawn in this tree and kill me. Who knows? That's going to be all for this episode. I now have a tree, which is kind of a footprint and a trial for me building trees later on. I feel like there are some aspects where I can improve. There definitely is. Just, it's gonna come with trial and error. Like most... Thank you, game, for making me feel so much better about this. With most things when it comes to building in Minecraft, it's a trial and error basis. You have to do it enough. And I do not build organics typically. I mainly just throw leaves around as bushes, as you can see. So this is still relatively new to me. But it is my first attempt. Well, technically my second attempt. My first attempt is in a creative world, and like I said, I'll flick a actual picture of my first attempt up on the screen. It's a much smaller tree. But that is where I will leave this episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!